now we just gotta wait for the email. Because there's people there.
Email. What? The email? Oh, I should.
Ken and Barb.
I should pull YouTube up, huh? Nope, not YouTube TV. Just regular old YouTube.
Hey, there's the email. We're live.
Hey.
Greetings.
Hey, everybody.
Stay a while and listen. It's been a year since I've seen you all. God, that's such an awful joke. That is like the daddest of dad jokes. See you next year, kind of. And yet here I am making it.
Yep. You are your father's son.
There was never any question about the genetics in this family. Ever.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Mel. So we're going to play some Dynamite Headdy. What was it that you said this morning? We should play something. I took it as weird.
I said goofy.
You said goofy. I mean, there are a lot of other goofy games, but I suggest Dynamite Headdy. Another goofy one is Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, where you have to rescue little girls named Annie.
See, you're going in a totally different direction than my brain did, because my brain went like, let's play Good Job.
Meanwhile, I'm going for just out there weird.
And like I said goofy. Happy New Year, everybody.
We've got Livingston Chat, hi, and we've got Soul Kai. How's your day? My day's been alright. It was disgustingly raining.
It was so gross today. So gross. At least you didn't have to go out at it.
Yeah, thankfully I did not actually have to go. I do have to go into the office at some point, either tomorrow or Friday. We'll see how that goes. Let me know how the audio is. I've got it down a fair bit, but I want to make sure that it's not, before I get too far in.
It's a Rowan. What's
here.
up, boy kitty?
Come here, my son. The Return of the People in the Precious Outlets Places. 7.
Hello. Haven't seen you in a hot minute, bud. How's it going?
Toes.
Hello. Toes. Oobla.
Meanwhile, I gotta break a giant robot that's kidnapping my little decapitatable friend.
Say hi to the internet, buddy. You don't want bourbon. Or maybe you do, but you shouldn't have bourbon.
Yeah, you don't need bourbon.
I want bourbon. And I can have it.
So how was everyone's holiday?
The audio.
Y'all are pretty quiet, and the game is pretty... Really? Because Ben said audio is good to me.
Hi, that's not your seat. Oh. The chunky void.
How's that? That better? Because... I don't think I can do too much to make us louder. It's just, can I make the game audio a bit quieter? Yeah, it's been some rough months. It's hopefully, 2023 is on a decent start. And it's trouble brewing. He's a bear, by the way. I did look it up. He's a bear.
That does not look like a bear.
Right?
It looks like a cat whose limbs have been replaced with hot dogs.
Well, so this is the only time you see him in his full body form. The rest of the time we see him, it's just his head attached to some Machiavellian machinery. There's definitely a lot of metamorphosis going on.
Yeah, no, that is definitely the head of a cat.
Right? Those are not bear ears. Those are feline ears.
It's not even a bear snout. Axis, you can come in
Yeah,
here,
it looks like a
buddy.
cat. But apparently Trouble Brewing, he's supposed to be a bear. Let me make sure. Cause I was looking it up. All right, Trouble Brewing. He is a recurring boss and deuter antagonist. Slightly tall puppet, often dubbed as a cat bear, more feline than bear. The Kuma body. So, yeah, international name appears to be wordplay of the phrase trouble brewing. The word bruin is from a Dutch word for brown. Is an English folk term for brown bear. He was originally meant to be a bear, but due to his ears being triangle-shaped, players think he's a cat.
Because he's a cat.
He's a bear. Cat right in the middle of the... See, he's a cat. He's a cat.
Axis, do you want to say hi to the internet?
No, I'm grumpy. Dad didn't let me sit on the game shelf.
Yeah, that's life for you.
I do love the name. So the guy who gives us little power-ups is named Headcase. That lets us change our heads. I don't know what that is.
That seems like you really need to go to an ENT if you're shooting little fireballs out of your nostrils.
I don't like this head. Oh, God. Why is that button speed up? That button should not be speed up. I don't like that. Yeah, that's...
See, that one just made it look like you'd been through a really great hoot class.
Now I'm kind of freaked out about various control settings. So, like, the things that I thought were supposed to happen are not going to happen now.
That's story of my life.
I mean... But hey, look! We did the thing.
Hi, buddy.
I feel like
Thank you.
I should probably change button configurations, but I don't want to spend my entire time doing that.
Got your tongue. Ah.
And now we get to nom on an orange ball. Delicious orange ball creature.
Come on. People got your tongue. People got your tongue. People got your tongue.
You don't learn, son.
I think he likes it. I do.
Whee! Stop telling me to do things.
Hurry up. Shoot.
I also love that he's basically flying by on a thing, telling me to do things.
Hi, Axis.
Hi, son. Are you going to be good this time and not try to bite me?
Axis.
The answer to that is no.
Come on. No, don't dick with your brother's tail while you're in here.
I just proposed a settlement to dick with them. Window shopping cats. I'm window shopping cars. One of these is going to be far cheaper than the other.
I'm window shopping couches.
Alright, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no.
gonna
Say hi to the internet. Hi, internet.
controls. No. Controls. On control. Joypad.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, that's.
No, I'm just go. Do the thing.
Let's see.
Oh my God, she is cute.
Hey, why is that doing that? I don't have.
Let's see if y'all can see it, maybe.
I'm pretty sure jewels cost more than both our cars to get. I mean, that is true.
Oh no.
Can we see it? I don't know. It's a very tiny
Yeah.
thumbnail. I can't tell the window.
She's cute. I love those eyes.
And aren't you glad? Look at that face!
It is a very cute face. Your girlfriend told me to tell you to look at Kitty. Ladies. Jesus.
I'm starting to lose track of the plot. I thought eventually they would stop showing up, but apparently...
You just gotta get through the whole timer.
No, because the one on the top's gone, so eventually they do go away. And killing all of them, you do have to... You kill all of them to get a secret. Look at the pretty eyes.
Right. She's so cute.
Alright, I kind of want to see settings.
Oh, her best friend is very cute too.
Input. What one controls? Auto X button. I don't understand what that means. Let's see if I can change it any. Change rewind settings. No.
Yeah, I just read that.
Oh, well.
That really sucks, but they look like sweet kitties.
Did I accidentally exit the game? I think I did. I'm firing on every cylinder. I did exit the game.
Don't mind us. We're struggle busing with existence.
I mean, honestly, the game is really just a background piece tonight because it's just like we survived the holidays.
My back did not, though. I went to physical therapy for the first time in a little over a month today, and it was great. And I got moving, and my back loosened up a little bit, and it was like, okay, cool. This is progress. And then I got in the car, and I was sitting still for a half hour, coming back, and everything froze back up. And now my back might actually hurt worse than it did before PT. Yeah, it's I keep on asking if I can return it. This one's kind of a lemon, but apparently it's out of warranty. What's happening in March?
A little bit wanted to wait until after going to see the doctor.
Ah, okay. Got it.
Because, they tell you not to lift more than 5 pounds, and sometimes
Yep.
you get like a 10-pound cat, like the Void,
Yep.
who's just absorbing.
A friend of mine is having top surgery, I think, in a day or two. And they are already freaking out about trying to keep their cat, like, off of them. Because Luna's a snuggler. So, I kind of feel bad. Oh, is it helping at all, Pen? Yeah, Rowan's a dump truck of a cat.
He is. He is the Void. He absorbs light and mass. Like, he is just... He's absorbing energy much like this cat bear is...
Are you trouble brewing?
I mean, yes. Yes, you are.
He is, all the time. Yeah, I'm dealing with a flare, and then, like, also, I took several steps back in the progress of, like, working on this repetitive stress injury. And, like, every part of my body from, like, about here down, really, is just angry. Like, right now, my piriformis muscle is, like, being real hateful, and I didn't do anything to it today.
Today.
But, like, sitting down sucks. But standing up also sucks. So is laying down. It just sucks.
Like, everything sucks.
Oh, yeah, that blows. As a dedicated side sweeper, like, being unable to use one whole side is miserable. But I'm glad it's hurting less. That's good.
Dynamite Headdy, now on sale.
That
Is pretty meta.
Well, I was just gonna say, could be a very interesting ad in like Personal's escort section.
Dynamite Head, now
Dynamite Headdy, now on sale.
If I were to ever do sex work. I would have to just be puns of like video game stuff. That's.
I would just have to do puns of all sorts. Because I'm me. This is just who I am as a person, and I'm sorry.
It's not a phase, it's who I am. Remember number 2. Someone's going to Super Pro. I'm trying to balance playing the heck out of Sonic Frontiers versus not messing with my shoulder. I have not been playing any games. I've been watching a metric shit ton of anime.
It's true. I've been baking and paper crafting. I haven't done any paper crafting in a while. Made a couple of custom gift boxes and a card. A pop-up card. It was my first pop-up. I think it turned out pretty okay. And sleeping because I am exhausted after getting that fucking chapter turned in.
Like, I had very little time off over the holidays where I wasn't just doing something. And so, what free time I had, I just sat my happy ass on the couch and just watched anime. What all did I watch? I watched,
The time I was reincarnated as a slime.
The time I was reincarnated as slime, Jobless Reincarnation. Been going down a pretty heavy isekai kick. I don't know why I waited for the foot. I was in the clear head makes you invincible.
Yeah, I saw your post about it on Discord, Pen. That's cool. I'm glad it's for whatever flaws it may have. I'm glad it's fun.
I haven't picked up Sonic Frontiers. Felix was like, hey, you should pick it up. It's either, you know, awful or it's great, or it's awful in a great way. Like,
Yeah.
oh hey, I got a spiky head. Ow.
Yeah, that sucked.
Come on, where do I gotta, okay, I gotta hit the head. But the head's not registering certain hits, so I'll cheat.
Cheater P.
And we've made it to the first boss. See, there's the bear cat. Man bear pig. it's man bear pig. And he is a creepy giant dachshund?
Yeah. But like mechanical clown version.
Yeah. And I gotta hit his little tail.
A little shirt with little pants.
That's not what I want. That works. I can hurt him before he kills me, because I am going to die otherwise.
That's a lot, 7. But, I mean, small victories. Naps are amazing. And hopefully the coming year. It will likely be shitty, but hopefully there'll be some really awesome shit sprinkled in.
I mean,
which is just how I'm looking at shit now. It's gonna be awful, but there's gonna be some high points.
I forget what I was reading. I think it was one of the webcomics. That's just like, life is long moments of shit interspersed with a few moments of fleeting joy.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I try really hard to like let it not be quite so fleeting, or at least really enjoy it while it's there. But the last couple of years, or the last while, it's been pretty fleeting.
I will say this level kind of blew my mind as a kid. Because, you know, it has... It's 2D... Oh god, I just dropped into a hole. Hey look, little froggy friends.
Hi, little frog. You hurt the froggy.
They want me dead. I'll let him live. He can keep popping in and out of the lava. And... I just have to dodge him? I don't think I can hit him. Well, I can hit him. Just... It's very... very difficult.
Yeah, yes, the 24-hour day is a bunch of bullshit.
The twins have us on a 36-hour day. You'll either adjust or you'll have a psychological breakdown. And I'm pretty sure I had a psychological breakdown. So, like, this is...
I mean, I've adjusted and then also had a lot of issues. But I've never had a particularly solid relationship with sleep, so... Daylight saving time is just... Yeah. Also, when did we let morning people decide to, like, make all the rules and stuff? Because that's a bunch of bullshit. I operate on a completely different, like, circadian rhythm.
Do not want. I am also totally going to die.
I share that dream, Seven. It sounds lovely.
Or not. Somehow survived. Just they got up first and put the rules in place. Well, that's terrifyingly accurate.
It's just fucking rude, man. Night owls need to band together and rebel. Yeah, I've wondered about whether or not diagnosis and specific treatment for my very neuroatypical brain could help with stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, I screwed up. And I was work on your game.
It's like a fucking like arcade thing where you just shoot as many basketballs, tiny basketballs into the hoop as possible.
I've seen so many people who are so terrifyingly good at that, and I'm just like...
I used to be okay at it. Now, yeah, no, not so much.
Oh, right, it's this guy. He's terrifying.
Gotcha. Yeah, the sleep meds are working okay for me. Not great. But caffeine doesn't really impact that at all for me in one direction or the other. That is what I meant to add to the grocery list. Some decaf coffee so I could drink some during the day without my heart racing. Because I'm turning into my grandfather and my mom who just drink coffee all day.
I mean, it's all my grandparents drank. And you are the youngest old person I know.
Same, 7. I actually ate dinner last night and I was sitting in my rocking chair. You had, I think, slime on. No, My Hero Academia. And I started falling, no, I did fall asleep in the rocking chair with like the pizza box on my lap, just. And then, of course, when I went to bed, and like, okay, you're exhausted. You fell asleep, like in the chair. You need to sleep. It then took me 4 hours to get to sleep. Oh, happy birthday, Pens Mom! Woo!
Woo!
Okay, that was, there's a whole lot of weirdness going on there right now.
I mean, everything about this boss is weird. Everything about this. It's like
You're battling a dolled up sketching model. Like,
hi, Rowan. How are you, son? You're poking me in the back, trying to get my attention? Hippity hoppity. Wearing weird clothes. And you're dead. Hey, son.
But apparently they are getting much more out of their walk than a regular stride with that very silly walk.
Well, they're from the Ministry of Silly Walks.
You know?
The early Genesis was kind of cracky, wasn't it? I mean, so this is Treasure, and like this is probably the weirdest game that they made. But all of the games they made are just slightly acid trippy. You want to come sit? Hi. Hello, my son. You've got some fluff coming off your face where your brother bit you because you and he play too rough.
What? Ghosts just pop up behind me or some shit? He has not been coming down to snuggle with me lately. I missed you, buddy. I signed up for January pieces today because the holidays mess everything up, and so and I get to write about cheese and about pie and about puzzles. Like, I love all three of these things. I will write about them.
That is a man in the background. That is a man dead in the background. That is a man dying in the background.
What the?
Everything about this game just gets weirder and weirder.
You were saying? Oh, okay. That's a lot of Blinky.
That is he is way too big to be the Blinky.
Okay. Yeah, light sensitive people, just don't look at the screen for a minute. Hi.
The downside of, the technology that we have, because that was not as on the original because the signal quality was so shit.
Okay, photosensitive people, it is safe again.
Dude, get your hormones under control. She's jacked your MacGuffin twice now.
I'll show you Jack and a MacGuffin.
I love that one head is vacuum, but it's basically just a pair of sexy lips.
I mean, I watched a scary movie. Apparently, some people think that's what vacuums are.
Give me...
Goat cheddar sounds delicious. I actually have leftover pie in the fridge right now. I made a pie for New Year's Eve. I will probably munch on that here in a little bit. Oh, what are you making for Mom's birthday dinner? Hi, yeah. Don't stick your tail in my drink, please. Thank you.
Give me the sleepy head. I'm gonna take a little nap now. She's sleepy. And I get all my health back.
Oh, that sounds tasty. It is the kitty. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. I found some toe beans. I love dishes like that, where it's just dead easy, but man, very delicious.
This game, things that I like, oh, this is what'll happen when I do this. No, everything is just, it goes so awry, so fast.
I have, it's not a year, but I do have a little cookbook of just all crock-pot recipes that Mom gave me years and years ago. I should bust it out. I don't use the crock-pot often enough these days. Tobies.
So the non-functional oven.
That blows
Yeah.
a lot.
Let's try this basketball mini game again. Let's see if I can up my game. The answer is no. The answer is always a resounding no. I say this and I got 2 almost immediately. And then I haven't gotten a single thing. Hey. And off the rim. And fucked it up. How many shots did I make? Less than the last time.
Interesting. I will have to check that out.
Check one out.
The year of slow cooking. Woman spent a year cooking every meal in the crock pot and put all of the recipes up on the internet. Some were not successful, and she notes this. Which is fair. Oh, I hope so, 7. That is just... It really sucks when everything's just kind of falling apart around you, or has just been non-functional for 11 bajillion years. It is unpleasant. So, yeah, I hope there's some progress made on that.
Raining again? Sounds like it's raining again.
I don't know.
No, I think it's a car.
Yeah, it's a car idling. It's just distorted. That's really cool. I should pass some of those along to Cass then, since, like, Parker doesn't have to be, like, 100% gluten-free, but, you know, gluten is a treat every once in a while. Yeah, it's just basically as long as they don't overdo it. But still, having some gluten-free recipes is always handy. I feel you on that, Seven. And I'm sending you all the good vibes.
Good vibration.
Shoot.
Ah! I will say those things are getting obnoxious. Well, I didn't even have a boss. Because my would-be girlfriend beat me to it.
Hey, it's a solid romantic interest. Yeah, my nephew. Was that groceries?
I think so. I think that car idling was groceries.
Okay, I will bring them in.
Yeah, we got a grocery order.
Excuse me while I make old person noises. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Can I get that? I did! It's a bukkake of balls. I was just, seeing if you were still listening.
Don't be getting off that frisky on YouTube, man.
Hey, I did the thing. I mean, bukkake does in fact come from balls. Alright, since I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna save state. And then if I load state. Okay, cool. Because I really want to find out why this is doing speed up. Can I tell it to stop speeding up? Frame skip option. There's force frame skip regardless, of course. Let's see if it's in the core options. It says frame skip is off. System. Oh, I'm gonna have to just futz with it. Because, I don't know. Because we've got Turbo Fire. Let's see. That obviously doesn't do it. Rewind support. System doesn't have anything. Video. Video's got frame skip, but that's turned off. Remap. Let's turn that off. Let's see, hotkeys. Fast forward is fast forward hold. Hey, that did it! I know how to do the things! Oh Lord, oh God, no. This is not where I want to be. Hate this boss. Stair Wars. It's totally not a pun. Can't hit him. And he's gonna keep falling. A lot. And hey! Oh Lord, I am entering the dark abyss. Tokoyami is my new best friend. Oh, isn't that special? Don't want to be below the thing, because then you don't got anywhere that you go. Oh God. And my head exploded. Yeah, this... Okay, so, as I was saying about the things with the old input, or the old styles being not as flashy, so you see how that cloud is basically just a checkerboard?
Mm-hmm.
Originally, when we used like RF, it used that as a way to trick the TV into doing transparency, because they would kind of shift back and forth a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have a full spot and a blank spot, and so it would do transparency. So like on all of the sections of the tower where you see all that same checkerboard pattern, that was it blending the colors so that all the colors were... So we had a lot nicer abuse of the technology back in the day that does not work well with... Yeah, being a CRT is what...
Yeah.
Tokoyami. I love Tokoyami. Everything about Tokoyami is just my favorite. He's just such a happy bird. For being, you know, a creature of pure darkness. Son, can you get off my desk? Come here. Yeah. Say hi to the internet.
Hi, internet.
I'm trying to get in trouble. I want Dad's chair. Like, I guarantee you, if I turn this, he will jump in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, without hesitation. I love Dad's chair. If I ever get a new chair, I have to keep this one, because he just loves it. What are you doing, son?
Just hanging out, purring.
Being a weirdo. As I do.
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna keep dying here. Aizawa is actually Shadow the Hedgehog's human Soma. Prove me wrong.
I love Aizawa.
No, I think Aizawa is too sleepy to be Shadow the Hedgehog. He's got the level of grumpiness, but I think it's because Aizawa's not getting enough sleep, because he does the teaching during the day and the crime fighting at night like Batman, and so he really just does the sleeping during the day instead of the teaching.
I just on the exhaustion level, I identify with Aizawa on like in my bones.
So there's a convention in March that I want to go to work on my card game, because it's game design, and I've told Jess and Amber and Libet about it, and Amber's first response is, "What are we cosplaying as?" And I'm like, "We don't have to cosplay." No, apparently we have to cosplay. She wants to eventually do a gender-bent Bakugo. And she's like, "If I do this, you have to cosplay as something with me." And apparently I'm cosplaying as Aizawa.
I mean...
Well, the reason why is because she's like, you could do the little capture cloth, and then you could put him in it and just walk around the convention like this. Because that's what Nezu does on the show. He just hangs out. I don't think Nezu's supposed to be a cat in any way, shape, or form, but he's got that kind of cat-like persona of, I'm going to find the one person who doesn't like cats, and I'm going to be their best fucking friend. Aizawa is the least sociable out of any of them, and Nezu's like, I'm going to fucking sleep in your scarf, and Aizawa's going, I can't do a thing about it.
I identify with Aizawa in my bones.
Hi. Can I pick up my controller again? Can I do that?
Oh, that's fun, Pen. Actually, the one time I went to GalaxyCon, I was actually cosplaying, but nobody knew it. Like, there was like one person who stopped me and realized what was going on.
You're gonna knock all... Fine. How about I just move that out of your way so you don't knock it off? He's like, Father, the goal was to knock it off.
Mm-hmm.
Why must you stifle my creativity, Father? Yeah, he is beating the crap out of me. I always hated this. Like, this was always the stage that I got to. I'm like, well, not getting past
Guess I'm
this.
gonna die now.
Like, if I had one of the power-ups, that might be different, but I don't get any of the power-ups. And so I just get knocked into the abyss. Alright, you should not be allowed to hurt me when you do that. I take damage every other section you do. Oh, hey, patterns changed. When does the next season of Lower Decks?
Damned if I know.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sitting here. I don't know why I'm thinking of Boimler in this.
I've been very much like not of the world in recent months, so
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know shit about Fuckman.
Step outside, I'll kick my ass. Try to shat myself, I'm halfway there. Apparently...
Yeah, I really want to go to Dragon Con someday, but that seems untenable for a while anyway.
I mean... You know, for my proposed trip to Tennessee, I legitimately considered buying plane tickets until I remembered getting back would be a problem.
Yeah. My concern is cost, for one, and also COVID. So, you know, I'll just have to not for a while. I have a friend who goes to Dragon Con. Well, had been going to Dragon Con every year, but they have a baby at home, so they're not taking the risk of exposure right now. And I would love to be able to go and meet him there, because I haven't seen him in 22 years. So,
Given the state of my state, I suppose this is about the only common point of reference. Trouble Bruin is a pain in the ass in this game, but I think this is the final encounter, but he is also just the hardest on this version. But no, so I'm taking a day off work. I'm gonna go to Tennessee to look at a car because I'm a nerd and I want to spend a ridiculous amount of money on a car that I don't need but I really want, to make up for the fact that the car that I have done this for once already is not necessarily fixable. So
it might not be FUBAR, but it's probably FUBAR.
It is as close to FUBAR as you can get. And so I was sitting there going, it's where the car is, it's like a, 6-hour journey, one way, and I'm sitting here going, man, that'd only be like a 2-hour flight. Just, fly into Knoxville, and then rent a car, drive to the town that I'm going in. And then I'm like...
I mean, you could do that, but you'd have to drive back.
That's... If I buy the car, I would drive back. If I don't buy the car, the fuck am I gonna do?
You drive the rental back here, I guess.
Apparently. So, yeah. I opted to not take that path because that was dumb. And I literally just sat there and thought, no, this is a brilliant idea. No, it is not. Newest X something variant kicking up is apparently 5 times as ease of contagion as Omicron Classic. I love Omicron Classic. It just makes it sound like new Pepsi and new Coke. It's the variant no one wanted, but they push on us anyway. And then eventually, they'll realize, and then they'll go back to the original thinking this is what everyone wants.
I mean...
Managed to make it to Arizona and back without catching the dread virus, Roberts. Probably because of all my masking. I mean, anytime I go into the office, I mask. I'm one of the only people who continues to mask when I go in. Which is hilarious because after, every in-office event, we get a notice that, a couple people got COVID. Like, well, if they weren't hanging out in an enclosed space with, 400 other people, wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
And, I have friends that went to various New Year's things, in downtown places and whatnot. And it's just, they were masked. They were taking, it's outdoor stuff, the Times Square type thing. They're outdoors. Granted, you are in close quarters, but you're outdoors. You're wearing masks. And I've done a couple of things outdoors over the end of summer.
I mean, I did too. I went to a concert.
Yeah. Amber and I did, there was a scavenger hunt type thing that was Alice in Wonderland themed that was set up all downtown. So
I wanted to do that.
They're coming back. I highly suggest trying it. It was actually, I'm not big on this type of thing, but it was fun. It was kind of like an escape room type thing where you have to solve puzzles. The only part that I didn't like is there was one puzzle that was really good that made use of the area. Mm-hmm. Everything else was just kind of, you can figure this shit out on your own. You don't need to be here to do it.
Yeah.
That was my only big beef with it. But we did that. There were a bunch of people out downtown, but the fact that this was asynchronous, you didn't have to do things in order. If you notice, there's a large collection of people over here, let's go do this clue that's over here where no one's fucking at.
Yeah.
And it was over, several blocks. And so, like, if you're outside, it was a nice day, wear a mask, and we were just staying as far away from the other people as we could, like, yeah. Cool. Like, but what I just am amazed by are, like, the people that's, like, basically jamming into sardines into certain places, literally coughing each other's faces, like...
And people saying, well, now that the pandemic's over. And then jamming people in, like, sardines.
Like, what gets me is the people that are like... I know several people who have not caught COVID through some miracle. And then once the pandemic's over kind of talk, they started going out. I know 2 of them that have caught the flu. And I'm sitting here going, you learn nothing.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, my physical therapist apparently came down with COVID right before Christmas. She and her husband spent Christmas on the couch and running fevers and being miserable. But they both work in the healthcare system, so who knows where they picked it up from. But yeah, it's like, well, that's an awful shitty way to... I mean, I'm not all about Christmas. I'm not, woo, Christmas, but that's a shitty way to spend Christmas.
yeah. Like, my brother's caught it twice, but he works construction, and they're building a school. So, like, he does what he can, but there's also... You can't control what everyone else does. Like, if you're in a... Like, you have to be in a meeting in a school that's being built that has... You know, all the framework and walls up, but no actual ventilation yet, because they haven't done the HVAC system. Like, and you're there for 8 hours doing walkthroughs for certifications and shit, like, all sorts. It's just like, I can do what I can, but
yeah,
I've never caught COVID, and I work in a nursing. That
wow.
Well done.
Impressive.
Well done indeed. Like, that, I am impressed.
I cannot say I've had the same luck as you, Penn, and Seven, but I also just have always had a shitty immune system. So.
Also, I don't know why I switched to columns. I guess probably because I got tired of losing to that damn cat. So I'm playing ridiculous Tetris.
There you go. But yeah, anything that went around, especially as a kid, I always managed to pick up. I actually had, like, truancy issues in elementary school because of my absenteeism, because of strep throat. I just kept getting it. This is not cute.
I haven't really had too many...
I'm sorry, Seven. I feel ya.
Major issues with... Like, I've had a lot of healthcare issues in my life, but it's some of those, like, oh, I don't quite know how or why these came about. They did. But, like, my stomach issues.
Yeah.
Like, thankfully, just, you know, I think aside from my stomach issues, the worst thing that I caught was chicken pox. But, like, I'll get, like, a bad cold once a year. I mean, I haven't since COVID, thankfully, which is great because my colds typically have a lingering cough. The last thing I need is to cough more and make people think I've got the COVID all the time. I may play this once on one of the Sega Genesis classics on the Switch. Sound emulation is a little weird on some of the classic collections. Strep throat, it's a streptococcus. It is a type of bacteria that you get.
It will fuck your shit up.
And it will mess up your esophagus.
I have to say, as much as like I had issues with strep and stuff, I'm impressed with Parker, who actually a few years ago managed to have 4 different types of strep at the same time.
That is terrifying and impressive. Like, that's something that you're just like, how did you...
Yeah. I got chicken pox the last week of 1st grade. So I missed out on all the fun stuff like field day and whatever. And we were moving. So I was set up in my grandparents' house in a bed, isolated far away from everybody. And at one point there were oven mitts on my hands, so I would stop scratching.
Wow.
What are you wowing?
The oven mitts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. It was really, really itchy. Honestly, if I never saw calamine lotion ever again.
I bumped something and there we go. Streptococcal pharyngitis, if you want to Google it. I don't remember how old I was when I got... I think I was in 5th grade. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was in 5th grade. And I was kind of a dick because the person who gave it... Like, I know who gave it to me. Fucking know who gave it to me. Because she had just gotten back from having it. And she touched me. She's like, that's where you're going to get chicken pox. And then, like, lo and behold, like, 2 days later, I'm like, I will murder you. However, it didn't seem to, like, I don't feel like it bothered me that bad. Like, I did take a couple of baths, but, like, that didn't really help. So I remember I had a small mattress that I could pull on the floor. I pulled that in front of the TV in my room, and I just wrapped myself as tightly as I could in a blanket, having my hands exposed. And I just sat there trying to play video games to ignore it. Like, if I can beat this game,
There is nothing in my grandparents' house that would allow me to ignore that. I don't know. Our family just everyone got it pretty bad. Mine wasn't even the worst. One of my cousins actually ended up with it going down her esophagus. And she had one on her eye.
Ooh.
So, it's just shitty genes. We have shitty genes, and we are sick people. We live forever, and we're miserable about it. Oh, that is rude, Libet. That sucks. Mono really, really sucks. And I had it as an adult in college. And that was sufficiently terrible. Had I gotten it when I was 16, someone somewhere would have gotten hurt.
I never got mono, which is good. That was fantastic. But mono is kind of the reason how I started dating Amber. Will had mono, and they had just started dating, and Amber and I did not like each other for basically most of our scholastic career. And she's like, okay, I should get to know you because you're, one of Will's best friends, and, go from there. And we got to know each other, and we're like, we actually have a lot in common, and that's weird and slightly uncomfortable, and we ended up dating because of it. But yeah, Will had so many health issues. Like, we were surprised that Will survived to adulthood. There were a couple of days that we were like, this may not happen. Oh, you... Oh God, why is that blinking red? What have I done?
Yeah, food poisoning is... Wow. I've had it twice. The first time was the worst, and hopefully it will stay the worst. But we were in Florida house hunting, and I spent the entire time we were in Florida just sick as a dog. And our hotel, shared a parking lot with a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, God.
And I'd finally get to where my stomach would settle down, and I'd step outside and I'd smell something cooking at the Chinese restaurant and have to turn around and go back in to throw up. It's not a pleasant experience.
I remember Libet caught, I think it was E. coli? She got a really bad stomach bug, and was just not happy with any form of life for quite some time. And I'm just sitting here going, I'm thankful. I got some really bad stomach thing when I was a kid. Me and my brother both caught it at around the same time. And it was so bad that we couldn't keep anything down. We were just constantly throwing up. And I remember at one point I just said, fuck it. I want to drink water, knowing that it was just going to come back. Not even 5 minutes. And Mom and Dad were so pissed off because my brother and I, we were just puking up everything all the time. And I was talking about how I was thirsty because, you can't drink.
Dehydrated, yeah.
You can't drink, you're just going to puke. I'm like, fuck it. They're like, fine, if you want to drink, you go upstairs and you can drink, but don't come crying to us. And so I went upstairs and I chugged a glass of water, and I felt great for about 5 minutes. And then I was just... That scene from Family Guy with the Epicac, that was me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? It was worth it. Salmonella. I'm thinking of the salmonella. It was some thing that tried to kill you from the inside out. Because, you know, that's how things work. They kill you from the inside out. Actually, technically, everything kills you from the inside out.
Not everything. Some things come inside to kill you. They come in from the outside.
But I mean, even blunt force trauma, your insides stopping, like, it's because your insides became your outsides. It's like, the fall doesn't kill you, the sudden stop does. Anyway, on that note, we are almost out of time. It is almost 9 o'clock. So thank you all for tuning into this first ridiculous live stream of the year. 2022 was not a banger of a year. It had some good points. I'm really hoping for more good points in 2023. And hopefully you all get that too. Since we've spent the last, 20 minutes talking about diseases that we've caught and sections we were miserable in life, here's hoping avoiding all of that for everyone in 2023.
Willing you beefy immune systems.
Yes, the beefiest, like, the Clydesdale cow version of beefy immune system. I don't know cows. I barely know horses.
Clydesdale is a horse.
Yeah. That's why.
Okay. Maybe like a Texas Longhorn.
There you go. Texas Longhorn.
An Angus bull.
Wagyu. I don't know. the expensivest. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the start of 2023. The Clydesdaliest of cows.
That's fine. Actually, why don't we just skip cows and just go straight on to bison? Bison.
Man, okay.
Kind of.
One thing I love, Ted Turner.
Immune systems.
Batshit crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just out there. But brought bison back from extinction for the sole purpose of killing them and serving them in restaurants. That is like Howard Hughes toward the end of his life levels of, I've got an idea.
But bison's so tasty.
We could all fight Ted Turner. One of the few Family Guy bits that I actually really like is Ted Turner's doing a press conference. Like, I've decided to give a gift that the whole world can enjoy. I've colorized the moon. And I'm sitting here going, don't give him fucking ideas. Don't do it.
You could cure cancer, but I don't want to. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. Yep. Welcome to the future, babes.
We were discussing with Helix. They had brought up a meme. It was Spider-Man and so on. It's like your powers to rewrite DNA on the fly and turn people like you could cure cancer. I want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. And like right after that meme was brought up, I saw a bit of a comedian who his entire shtick was harassing SpaceX. He sent them an email because he generated a meme that was a picture of Elon Musk with the quote of, "We can go to Mars and get Mars rocks to feed the starving." and like harassing space, like they're like, can you provide us a source for that quote? And he's like, no, this is. But the memes of is like, I'm a man who can make giant penis-shaped rockets. It's like you could end world hunger. I don't want to end world hunger. I need to make giant space phalluses.
Yep. Oh, Jeff Bezos.
On that note, space phalluses 2023.
I just saying, hippity hoppity, chippity choppity. Let's get some guillotines up in here.
Was hippie hop with the droppy chop. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream, even with the chaotic last few minutes. I am playing through Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, and I have finished recording that, and so the episodes should go up fairly regularly as long as I remember to actually upload them. And then I have just started Indivisible. That's going to be a fun project because I don't know how long that's going to last and how long it's going to take, because it's a game that you need a little bit of skill for, not just an RPG that you can grind shit. So we'll see. But thank you all for tuning in. Check those out. You don't have any pieces because you just signed up for stuff?
Yeah, they'll be going up this month.
They'll be going up this month. So stay tuned to that. We do have the Discord now. I'm not really posting as much on Twitter because fuck that noise. But we do have the Discord. It is in the video description. Go hang out there.
Come join. Let's like actually talk and shit.
I do make a habit of checking at least once a day to see if anyone posts. I haven't gotten to the point where I've started posting weird shit yet. Give it time. And post weird shit and they will come. So, with that, we'll see you all next week for another live stream. Same hat time, same hat channel, Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern. And just try to stay safe.
Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, get your boosters.
Get the jabby jab.
Make sure you have an emergency preparedness plan since the weather's being all like...
Yeah.
Fucking shit, so...
Armageddon. So, yeah.
But yeah, take care, and we will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.